what is up? I know it has been a long time. I think it's been like a month. Yeah, a little over a month since I posted. I know, and I apologize in advance. Life has just been pretty crazy, and I mean, I say it all the time because it's true. You don't know what life is going to throw your way, and lately it seems like the devil be really busy, and he just loves to come in and just kind of distract and throw some curveballs in there, and you're just like, oh shoot. But honestly, those curveballs are meant for a reason, and I always believe that every trial that does come my way is meant to bring me to the next level of my life, to where God wants me to be, right? So this past month has been, it's been a lot. It has been a lot. You know, I think it's easy to assume that someone's life is perfect on social media and assume nothing's going wrong, when in reality, there's a whole lot going on. And I always say this because, you know, I'll post whatever, and I feel like a lot of people think that I like live this perfect life. And granted, like, I have so much to be grateful for, like, and I am grateful for my life and, you know, the things, I just ate my hair, and the things in my life. But behind those pictures, you'd be surprised either how many times I've cried or been frustrated or angry or whatever the emotion is. And that's why I'm kind of recording this episode a bit, and I'm trying something different. I'm also like recording myself because I got a couple requests. People were like, you should start recording yourself while you record your podcast so we could see your face. So I don't know if I'll be doing this for every episode, but I'm just trying it out. So hey, I look crazy. We bumming it, no makeup, what's up? And usually I'm actually in my car recording podcast episodes, but today I'm home because I haven't been feeling good the last week, and it wasn't COVID, thank God. I honestly don't know what it was, but it kind of wiped me out for a couple days, and I've been resting, and I think, and this is probably why I felt impressed to put this episode out, because especially this last week, but last 2 weeks, even this month, you know, I've definitely been going through a lot. It's definitely been a trialing time, and you know, like I said, I believe every experience that we go through is for a reason. You know, I won't say during the season or during the experience it's like the easiest, because sometimes I'm like, yo, come on, can I get a break? But as time goes on, you also, you know, you kind of look back and you're like, okay, there was a reason. And even during the process, I'm learning how to just accept, like, okay, there's a reason for this, even though I don't understand what it is at the moment. Like, there's a reason for it. So this past week, I had a lot of time to reflect. And I don't know if it's because I'm going to be 25 in a few days. You know, I usually go through this, like, before I turn a new age. Like, a few weeks before, I go through, like, a period of, like, realizations and reflections and thinking about, okay, like, what did I accomplish within this year of life, and like, who do I want to be going forward? So I don't know if it's like that mixed with just like life being crazy. But this past week, I've had a lot of eye-opening, painful realizations. And again, I know it's God working behind the scenes, because in order for us to reach the next point in our life, you know, we have to be honest with ourselves, and we have to, you know, see things for what they are. And sometimes it can be very difficult, you know, to see, you know, who we once were, who we are now, who we could have been, who we should be, you know, whatever the case is. And for me, it's been, I like where I am, but I want to be somewhere else, let's say. Like, I know I have not fully tapped into my full potential, who I can be. And you know, I like to keep it very raw, keep it very honest and genuine here. I think one of my biggest trials, my biggest problem is getting easily distracted. And not everything is a bad distraction. I think for me, like, I'm so used to taking care of others, doing things for others, being there for others, and I'm not there for myself enough. And then when I do that, I I don't realize it until I reach like a low point and I'm like, dang, like I really neglected myself. So I also noticed that when I'm not, in tune with like God or reading or taking time for me, I kind of like spiral a little bit. And this month I definitely hit that point and I spiraled a bit. And, I'm like thinking about it now and I'm like, oh my gosh, like Brielle, why did you do certain things? But it is what it is. Like you can't like hang yourself for it. You can't just like beat yourself up and like, oh, like you shouldn't have done this, like whatever. Acknowledge it, but then move forward and be a better person is what I'm getting at. So that's really what this week has really done to me, I guess you could say. Sorry, Nino is playing over there and I'm just like, what is he chewing on? But it's one of his 500 toys that he loses. But yeah, so this week, I think one of the biggest things that, and I'm going to be putting out an episode next week on the 25 things that I've learned. So I'm not going to like disclose too much in this episode, but I wanted this episode to kind of be like an update. Hey, what's up? It's me. And kind of just like being real and honest with you guys that, I haven't been in the right headspace to create content and to create, episodes for you guys. And I've mentioned in previous podcasts, when I put out a podcast episode, like I give it my 110%. Like I like to make sure I'm in the right headspace before I put content out there. Like I'm not just going to put stuff out there just because and then not apply it to my life, I guess you can say. So I'm not, I didn't want to just record just to record because I wasn't in it. My heart wasn't in it. And I don't, like I said, like I give it my all for these episodes. I want them to be a blessing for you guys and I want it to inspire us to be the best version of ourselves. But I can't do that if I'm not the best version of myself, right? In the moment or whatever the case may be. So that's why there's been no episodes. But I did a poll, well not a poll, but I did a question in those little question drop boxes on Instagram a few days ago. And I'm excited for that episode too because I am going to be doing a Q&A. And it's not a Q&A about myself. A bunch of you guys submitted awesome questions just about like life. And they're really good questions. So I'm super excited for that episode because it's going to be juicy. But I do have content coming out. I also have a couple people who do want to record an episode with me. And if you are interested in being on the podcast and just kind of like, if you want to share something that you feel falls into the category of good vibras and just will help and benefit other people, by all means, like DM me because my platform, Good Vibras, I want it to be a space where people not only feel comfortable expressing themselves, but also can relate, can feel inspired, can feel like motivated to want to be a better version of themselves. Like it's all to glorify God, and that's the purpose of my podcast. So if you're interested and you want to contribute something to it that you feel others can benefit from, by all means DM me and we could totally talk about doing an episode together. But yeah, so I mean these are pretty much me going on a tangent. This is how my brain operates, just so you know, anyone who knows me in person, when we hang out and I talk, I can go on like 5 different things. So let me realign. Yeah, so new episodes coming out. If you want to do a podcast episode with me, definitely hit me up, slide in the DMs, whatever the case may be, and we can totally discuss that. And any episode suggestions. I still have a lot of episodes that were suggested to me, so I'm going to be putting that stuff out there. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of do like a mini update just to let you guys know, like, I have been sick, so I haven't been able to really put time into this. I've also been going through things, and I've been trying to work through those things on my own and try to kind of like find myself, I guess you can say, again. And I'm still working on that, but it definitely takes a lot. Look at this dog, Nino. I'm busy. It takes a lot of time, reflection, honesty, crying, a lot of different emotions, and I definitely needed that time to myself. So I'm good. I don't want anyone to worry. I'm still good. She's still crazy. Oh my gosh, my laptop just closed. Wait, I don't know if it's still recording me Hold up. I'm doing this on Photo Booth. I don't know if you guys remember the Mac Photo Booth, like the crazy. Okay, there we go. I think it's still recording. But yeah, so, I mean, life is good. I have exciting updates coming up, but I'm going to wait to disclose one exciting thing that I want to share with you guys until the end of this month, sort of towards the end of the month. Exciting news to share with you guys. And, yeah, just thank you for supporting the podcast and still listening to episodes and being loyal, even though I've been gone for like a month. But, you know, this is life. This is what happens. And I'm not going to paint the picture of, you know, me having a perfect life, because I definitely don't. And like I said, you know, this month has been hard. You know, I miss my family, my friends. I do, you know, I have felt very alone. You know, a lot of my friends are going through things in their lives, and it's hard because I can't be there for them. And if you know me, you know I always want to help and be there. So, you know, just a lot of prayers and just encouragement and all that stuff is needed. It helps. And, you know, we're all in this together. Like, life is hard. The world is going through a lot right now. You know, we have the Delta variant out here in these streets. Like, there's a lot happening. So you need to take that time for yourself sometimes and disconnect. And that's literally what I found. That was me. And that's what I found myself needing to do. And I've learned, I was saying this month, that it's really important for me to take care of myself. Not only physically because of my health situation now, but also just like mentally, spiritually. Like, these are areas that I've not fully neglected, but have neglected a lot, and I need to not do that because I see how it could really throw me off my course. So I guess the takeaways here would be to, you know, stay connected to people who motivate you, who love you, support you, and want to bring you closer to being the best version of yourself and God. And, you know, being okay with being alone and learning how to use that time wisely, and learning how to rest, and just feeding your mind with positive things. And also, you know, acknowledging your faults and moving past them, like growing from them, like understanding that, okay, this is me and that's okay. This is who I want to be now, though. And, you know, asking for forgiveness and apologizing, and, you know, being gentle with yourself, because you're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. And I have made many mistakes. And sometimes I wish I can go back and fix those mistakes and erase them, but you can't. Like, it's over and done with. And, you know, if anything, the mistakes I've made and, you know, choices I've made that I'm not proud of, you know, when I sit back and I think about those things, you know, I ask myself, okay, what headspace was I in? You know, what was I doing that led me to that decision? Was I taking care of myself? Was I neglecting myself? Was I letting, you know, flesh take over? Whatever the case is, you know? So all I'm saying is to be gentle with yourself, but to acknowledge, you know, things that we've done that aren't right, and just correct them. Like, just let it motivate you to be a better person. Like, the choices I've made and decisions that I've made that I'm not proud of, you know, I realize, like, okay, this is not Brielle. This is not who I want to be. And that's the motivating factor. Like, okay, I'm going to do better. Like, I'm not going to stay stuck and be like, oh, like, I ruined everything. Like, no, I didn't ruin everything. Like, God is merciful, and I still have a chance to be better and grow and be who he wants me to be. So, you know, just encouraging you guys to, social media is just social media. Okay? Like, not all of it's real. A lot of it's painted to look perfect, and it's not. Like, we all go through things, and that's okay. That's normal. That's part of life. Like, we're not perfect. It's okay to have bad days. Just, you know, pick yourself up, surround yourself with good people, and continue to move forward and do what makes you happy. Like, take care of you. That's something that I'm still working on. Like, I have not perfected that whatsoever. Like, I know what I need to do, but there's some days where I just want to lay in bed and do nothing because I'm sad, or I just don't have the energy to, you know? Like, we're human. It's normal. But I'm just learning that, okay, during those times, like, instead of being stuck in that hole you know, how can I use my time better? How can I be better? Because every day we're growing, every day we're evolving, every day is an opportunity to get closer to who God wants us to be. So that is pretty much what I have for you guys today. I know I rambled, and this is kind of like an episode that's all over the place, but I wanted to try the video thing. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be doing this for every episode, especially because like if I record sometimes in my car, like I don't know how this is going to work. But it's a cool idea. Maybe one day I'll get a camera. I don't know. This podcast is still new. I don't know, you know, how far it'll go. But you never know. You just never know. So I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yes, Nino, I will give you attention in 2 seconds. Go play with your toy. My son is super needy. He's cute, though. If you guys could share the podcast Instagram or write a review on the podcast on Spotify or Apple, it'll be super helpful, and I'd appreciate it so much if you guys could do that. It helps the podcast, and I love hearing from you guys. Like, shoot me a DM whenever you want. You want to collab, let me know. You want to put something out there, let me know. You want me to record something specific, let me know. Like, I am here for you guys. I want to interact with you guys, and I appreciate all the love and support that you guys do give. And thank you for all your kind messages and encouragement and all that, because it makes my day. Like, hearing the feedback from you guys is what motivates me to want to continue to put more stuff out there. Like, you guys have no idea how excited I get reading your DMs, and I try to go through them. You know, sometimes I get so busy and I can't go through all of them at once, and I take like a week or two to get back to you, but for the most part I feel like I'm pretty on top of like responding. But I know sometimes like I don't have the chance to, you know, respond right away, and I don't open the message until I can fully like sit down and give a good reply. So if I am delayed with some messages, I apologize. But seriously, connect with me, you know, reach out to me. I'm here for you guys. You know, we all are going through this. Oh my goodness, do you see this dog? Like, the clinginess. Dude, do you want to say hi to the podcast? Like, show your face. Show your face. He's a big mama's boy, like, by far. This is my baby. Like, he is the biggest baby ever. Right? You're a big baby. My 9-month baby. He's going to be a year old in October. You're going to be a big boy. But, yeah, so I hope you guys have a good weekend, and stay tuned because a new episode will be dropping next week. And I love you guys, and, yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.